Ciao Tesla people, I'm at the I'm at the B-Charge charging station and I'm charging, and we'll do the Supercharger Talk number 44. So let's select, I think it's this guy, yeah, 30 to 1, 30 to 1. Start charging, should become blue, yeah. And flashing, it's thinking. Let's see if it's starting without problems. Yep, I'm at 28%, charging at 75 kilowatts. Okay, 74. It's flashing. Let's see. Yeah, charging at 75 kilowatts. I'm at 28%. And let's see how long it says. 40 minutes. That's a bit too much. Yeah. So I preheated the battery. So if you set here in Italy, if you set a third-party charger, not a supercharger, it will preheat the battery. Okay. So let's do. So I wanted to do a Supercharger Talk number 44. Yesterday there was the financial result by Tesla. And beside the financial result, which I don't care much, of course are important, but are not my interest right now. My interests are what they said about cars and technology and all that kind of stuff, okay? So, first news, they said basically in Texas, Austin, from June, there will be a Robotaxi service. So people will be able to use the Robotaxi. And they said they will start in other locations too this year. Most likely California and maybe other locations, they said. And I presume is where all other Robotaxi services are already from other companies, probably because the permissions from the local municipality is much easier than starting from zero, from scratch. The other thing is they said the Tesla Model Y launched, and it was the most sold car in 2024, and they said that it should be the same thing this year in 2025. We hope so. It's a great car. So and also in the first half of 2025, the cheaper versions of Teslas will be start production actually. So they should announce something. What the car or cars actually, they said, are, we don't know. If it's a cheaper version of Model 3 and Model Y with less features and stuff, we don't know. Or if it's a brand new car, like many people are speculating, the Model 2 or Model Q, whatever you want to call it, we don't know yet. The other interesting part is that the technologies that are in the Cybertruck, like a steer-by-wire, 48 volts, 800 volts architecture, vehicle-to-grid will come to the future cars. We don't know which ones. It didn't come to the Model Y refresh or the new Model Y. Maybe the Model Y performance or or a refresh of the Model 3 or the new Model Q, Model 2, we don't know. So that, unfortunately, it's you know, we would like to know more. Oh, another thing, the unboxing process to build the cars will be a mix of the current process and the unboxing process to build the next generation cars, and that should speed up production. That's interesting. Oh, and then bunch of new supercharger are opening. I think the number is 65,000 right now, they reached. Here in Italy, all the new supercharger are version 4, and that's what my doubt, because why you wanna put version 4 a supercharger which are able to charge at 800 volt architecture, when here in Europe no Tesla support 800 volts. All the Model Y, Model 3 are maximum 400 volts, which means short, lower speed of charging. So why you move to version 4 supercharger? My take is that next model that will come up, maybe the cheaper ones, will be 800 volt architecture. Otherwise it doesn't make sense. You have to wait, I don't know, a few years. Maybe the new Model Y performance will be, or there will be a refresh of Model Y and Model 3 that will support 800 volt architecture. We don't know that, which sucks. Also, they mentioned that batteries are doing good, and they will open a new battery in China soon. They finish one, and they'll start to make another one. So it's a lot of things, and then they'll talk about the robot Optimus, and they will start the production to be used in the factories, at least this year, and maybe this year, next year, or in 2 years to sell it to public. Now they make a comment that they will be using these robots inside the factories to do at the beginning, work that is wasteful of time for workers to do. Okay, that it doesn't make any sense to make a person to do, but for a robot it's perfect, and that's pretty good. The other news was if you have hardware 3 and you purchase the FSD, they will update to hardware 4. The comment was that basically they are pushing code FSD to hardware 3 and of course hardware 4, but I guess there are some limitation with hardware 3, and so they have to move the ones that purchase hardware 3 to hardware 4. The comment was that there are not that many. Okay, that's an interesting comment. Unfortunately for people that bought hardware 3, it was actually promised that FSD would work okay in hardware 3. By the videos it does work, but looks like that they want to move everything to hardware 4. My guess is to have one code base running on hardware 4, and that's it. And probably with hardware 3 they are collecting data. And the other thing is, here in Europe, people bought FSD, but there is no FSD. So supposedly FSD will come to China and to Europe this year, but we don't know anything about it. And that's another, that's unknown, okay? Which is not that good. And then, for the Model Y refresh or the new Model Y, looks like that in China there were 130,000 reserved, reservation, which is pretty good. And then there are a bunch of course, financial data, which I don't care much. So these are pretty much the big news. It's interesting that I'm checking if there are any other new stuff. So in the meantime, please leave a like, and if you buy a Tesla, check out my referral. So let's do this. I'll stop here and then check if there are anything new this morning, because there are a bunch of news and I wanted to mention them before I finish to charge. Okay, so I'll see you in a bit. So I'm done charging. Let me unlock the port and let's get out of here. Okay, everything went well. Charge a bit more so that I have charger for the weekend. Anyway, the only thing that I wanted to add for the news, the Supercharger Talk number 44, is that Tesla had a record for the energy sector, which is pretty good. And everything else is okay. I'm going to check more news in the coming days, and hopefully there'll be a Tesla update, a software update in the coming days too. It should be the first one of 2025, so stay tuned for a new video. Please check my Tesla referral. If you're buying a Tesla, you get a discount. And please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, share it, and I'll see you on next video. Ciao Tesla people.